You are looking at unique footage of preparations for the very first parachute jump performed by cadets of the People's Liberation Army of China. This moment is not just a formality, it is a true milestone, after which each soldier steps into a new phase of their training, both psychologically, physically, and professionally. Before they are allowed to jump from a real aircraft, cadets undergo long and intensive preparation. At the initial stage, they train on simulators. Special equipment fully imitates the entire jump process, including the exit from the airplane, parachute deployment, and landing. The cadets practice correct body positions, behavior in the air, and the action algorithm in emergency situations. The culmination is the first real exit from the aircraft. On your screen, you can see the cadets boarding a military transport airplane and ascending to an altitude of approximately 800 to 1,000 meters. When the moment for the jump arrives, following the instructor's command, the soldiers leave the aircraft one by one. The parachute opens automatically with the help of a static line, and after the canopy has deployed, the cadets must control their descent independently using the steering lines. The final and most important part is a safe and controlled landing on a prepared drop zone, where instructors immediately evaluate precision, technique, and the overall execution of the task. The first jump is more than just a stage in a military career. It is an act of overcoming. It is this very experience that lays the foundation for discipline, psychological resilience, and professional readiness in real risk conditions. Let us move to the United States. You are looking at unique footage showing key elements of the training process for elite airborne units of the United States Army, namely the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions. The jumps are being performed from the cargo bay of a heavy military transport aircraft named C-17 Globemaster III over the Sicily drop zone, located on the grounds of Fort Bragg Military Base in the state of North Carolina. This type of jump is known as a static line jump. Unlike freefall jumps, the parachute of each soldier is deployed automatically. As the paratrooper exits the aircraft, a static line connected to the anchor cable inside the plane pulls the deployment pin, releasing the parachute. This system guarantees quick and synchronized canopy deployment for the entire group of paratroopers, which is critically important during large-scale airborne operations in a limited airspace. In the footage, you can see the C-17 Globemaster III gaining altitude, while inside the aircraft stands a tightly packed line of paratroopers ready to jump. The C-17 is a strategic military transport aircraft capable of deploying both cargo and personnel by airdrop. It allows for deployment through either the rear cargo ramp or the side doors, as in this case. At the designated altitude of approximately 1,200 to 1,500 feet, the doors open, and on command the soldiers begin exiting the aircraft one by one. The timing, airspeed, and the intervals between each jumper are calculated to the second. Once outside the plane, each paratrooper immediately finds themselves beneath the open canopy of their parachute and begins a controlled descent toward the target zone. For the troops of the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions, these jumps are a routine part of their training, maintaining their high level of combat readiness. Let's move on. You are looking at one of the most spectacular and technically challenging elements of modern airborne logistics, the airdrop of military vehicles. In this case, 8 Army Humvee vehicles were dropped from the cargo bay of a heavy transport aircraft, the C-17 Globemaster III. The operation was carried out by United States Air Force personnel from the 16th Airlift Squadron, based at Joint Base Charleston in the state of South Carolina. The designated landing zone for the vehicles was the well-known training ground Fort Bragg, located in North Carolina. This type of operation belongs to the category of heavy equipment and vehicle aerial delivery using parachute systems. The main goal of such drops is to ensure rapid supply and deployment of military hardware in locations where ground transport routes are either impossible or undesirable. The airdrop process follows this sequence. The cargo is secured to a specialized platform designed for aerial delivery. The platform is loaded into the aircraft and secured in the cargo hold. Upon reaching the drop zone, the rear cargo ramp is opened. The deployment begins when the extraction parachute pulls the platform out of the aircraft. After exiting, the main parachutes deploy, slowing the fall and ensuring a safe landing for the cargo. Also on your screens is one of the most impressive forms of vertical logistics used by the United States Armed Forces: external transportation of heavy equipment with the help of military helicopters. The footage shows a heavy-lift transport helicopter of the United States Marine Corps, capable of carrying externally slung loads weighing up to 14 to 16 tons. This aircraft is one of the most powerful and heavy-duty helicopters in the world, used for relocating vehicles, ammunition, artillery, and engineering systems in conditions where ground transportation is difficult or impossible. The equipment is secured to special cables and sling attachment points located underneath the helicopter's fuselage. After the load is secured, the helicopter lifts vertically, raising the cargo off the ground, and then transports it through the air to the designated drop-off location, where it is carefully lowered onto the ground. The entire delivery process takes place as follows: preparation of the loading zone, positioning of the equipment, securing of the cargo to the sling cables, and a final safety inspection from the helicopter at low altitude. Once all checks are complete, the helicopter slowly lifts the load, detaches it from the ground, and begins the transportation route. The Chinese state-owned company Sichuan Tengdan Sci-Tech Innovation has unveiled its new heavy military cargo drone, which has sparked significant interest on the international stage. This aircraft, which visually resembles a compact twin-propeller turboprop airplane, is considered one of the most advanced unmanned aerial vehicles fully developed in China. The drone has been designated Tianjin TW765 and successfully completed its first test flight in August 2024 at an airfield in Sichuan province. With a wingspan of 16.1 meters and a height of 4.6 meters, it is capable of carrying up to 2 metric tons of payload, including ammunition, equipment, food supplies, and even light vehicles. TW765 is equipped with 2 powerful engines, which provide excellent stability and allow for low-altitude flights with high precision. The design of the drone enables takeoff from short runways, while a high degree of automation and a satellite navigation system make remote control possible without the need for an on-site operator. The Chinese army has begun using an unusual means of aerial attack: light autogyros armed with anti-tank missiles. These compact aircraft, known as Hunting Eagle Strike Gyrocopter, were developed by Shanxi Baoji Special Vehicles, specifically for the People's Liberation Army of China. The autogyro is a 2-seat aircraft with an open cockpit and tandem seating for the pilots. It is equipped with a pusher propeller and a 2-blade main rotor, with a diameter of 8.4 meters. The power plant is an Austrian Rotax 914 engine producing 115 horsepower, which allows for a maximum takeoff weight of approximately 560 kilograms and a payload capacity of up to 270 kilograms. There are also 3-seat versions featuring a more powerful engine and an increased fuel reserve, designed for airborne and transport operations. One of the key features of these autogyros is the ability to carry 4 anti-tank guided missiles, turning them into light strike platforms. Write in the comments what you liked most after watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. See you next time.